Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Previa, our beautiful property down in the south of France, quite near to Saint-Tropez. I know a number of you have been here over the years, and we're going to be running quite a lot more events, curated events and weekends where you can come down and enjoy this magnificent property. For those that don't know, it sits on about 200 acres. It's got 18 bedrooms. It's about 40 minutes from Saint-Tropez, surrounded by the most magnificent scenery and Provençal luxury. It used to belong once upon a time to the French film actress Jean Moreau, and Laura Ashley had it after that. So we're very, 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 very privileged to have it, and I personally love coming down here. This weekend I'm down because it's my son's, Columbus's 16th birthday party. And so him and a bunch of his mates have come down, and we're going to do a combination of eating and drinking, and well, now he's 16, probably drinking and drinking and eating and having a great weekend down here. So that'll be a great fun weekend. It is amazing how quickly children grow up, but that's a cliche that we all know. I've been traveling a lot as always. I just come back from Cambodia. I've got my charm on my arm. You may have seen in some of the social media that we opened the resort and we had the head monk from the entire area. We were very honored. He came to bless me and to bless us, and then he went straight to bless the prince. So I'm hoping for some very powerful luck and magic from this one. Tremendous event. It really was quite surreal to sit there with the monks chanting and the incense and flowers, and you sense a strong feeling of spirituality. And I know for our members, our staff, it was very important, and I've every confidence it'll bless the resort superbly. And the resort's great. Please go. It really has come out even better than I expected. A beautiful property. Siem Reap is a fun city. It's very effective, cost effective to eat and drink, and the people are tremendously friendly. And of course, it's right next to Angkor Wat, which are these most magnificent Khmer ruins going back to the 13th, 14th century. And it was very special for me. As I may have said, every year I used to take an archaeological trip with my father. He instilled in me a love of ancient history. And we went to Angkor Wat twice over the years, once many, many years ago, just after the country opened up. And we'd often spoken about returning because it was one of his favorite ruins and we had fond memories. Unfortunately, as you may know, he passed away a few months ago, so it was never to be. So the fates brought me to have a resort in Angkor Wat. And so I went to the temple and I laid a stone, which I blessed, or I spoke to, in quite a secret place near one of his favorite statues. They're called apsaras, and they're quite busty maidens who dance and who entertain you in the afterlife. So I hope that he's being entertained in the afterlife by this particularly pretty apsara, and I hope my stone is in nice memory of my father. So that was a very special day, it really was. In that region, I went to Samui. We open up there on the 1st of November. We're beavering away at the moment, doing all the interiors and repainting and doing the gardens. It'll be a beautiful property. I do love Samui. I think it's the best part of Thailand. No disrespect to Phuket and elsewhere, but it really is a tremendous place. The food is fantastic. Next to our resort is a Michelin-mentioned seafood restaurant where I would challenge you to have a better seafood meal with your toes in the sand, with a plastic knife and fork. And for four of us, it came to under $40 US. So great place. Go there as soon as it opens, please. You'll love it. And what is really nice about that, right in front of the resort itself, we have a piece of land, 1,800 square meters of land, which abuts the beach, where we have licenses to do a proper beach club. So like Karma Beach in Bali, that'll be Karma Beach in Samui. And it won't be a too raucous one, but we'll have nice DJs, we'll have nice events going on. We've got a nice kitchen there, a bar, and I think it'll be a lot of fun, and pretty much the only one on the island. And where we're located is on the top part of the island, where the other 5-star hotels are, like the Four Seasons and Antara and other properties. So I think that is the place to be, and I'm looking forward to that being a lot of fun coming up. The other thing that's afloat, literally, is Karma Fushi. Our boat in the Maldives is on the water now, floating around. It's all fitted out. We're getting rid of some of the bugs or the teething problems, or trying to see if there are teething problems. Luckily, touch wood, none so far. That sets sail on its first trip on the beginning of November, and just before that we're doing a trial run with my senior managers. We call it the SMT team, senior management team, and we're taking that boat and 2 other boats, and we're going to have a flotilla of pirate ships going around the Maldives, strategizing, discussing the good and bad things that have happened this year and what our plans are for the future. It's an annual event, and it often gives us a chance to test drive or test sail in this case, some of the new products. So Karma Fushi, filling up fast. There's only 14 cabins. If you haven't made a booking, please do. I made the exciting purchase the other day of buying the slide that goes from the top deck down into it. It looks truly terrifying, but I'm sure we'll all be having a go. And we're going to buy the swimming pool bit that sticks on the back. And we've got a jacuzzi on the top, by the way. So yeah, that's great. I'm looking forward to that. The other boat, Karma Karnak, which sails up and down the Nile, as you know, was refitted this summer. I've seen the pictures. I haven't been on it yet, but it looks magnificent. Totally redone. New linen, new laundry, new carpets, new sound system. So again, if you haven't done that, please do. It is a tremendous experience to see the Tutankhamun tombs and the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens, and something magical at night under a moon to see the temples of Luxor. So I like that a lot. I can give you a sneak peek that we are on the edge of acquiring a new resort in Scotland. I can't tell you more, but we've agreed everything, I believe. It's in a beautiful location. I think it'll add a lot of value to our existing property up there. And the demand for Scotland has been very, very high. So I think a second Karma Scottish resort will be good. And we can all go haggis hunting or salmon fishing or whatever it need be. And another toy, a reasonably small toy, but another one I like, is next to Carcassonne. We have a little village, and in the village, the restaurant went out of business, so we stepped in and bought it, and we're going to renovate it a bit, but still keep it very rural French, and that'll be open so soon. I quite like the idea of being able to get on a bicycle, and it's like 1.5 kilometers on the flat, which is my sort of bicycle ride, and there you are in the little village square, which is a genuinely authentic little restaurant, which is our Karma restaurant. So if you haven't been to Carcassonne again, I urge you to go and try and do that. A lot of refurb going on this winter here in Europe. All of the German resort will be refurbed, and as you know, Borgo de Collioli, our Italian one, totally changing all the insides. I think that will be a wonderful property when it's had its refurb. We're also going to refurb the restaurant a bit and look at making the inside a bit more of a bar with the restaurant outside. So exciting stuff there. And obviously in general, we're always refurbing our properties around the world as we go through them. And in the Isles of Scilly, which I know is a big attraction for many of you and hard to get into. I mean, I haven't been there for 3 years because there's no space, but we're going to put approvals in to build more units there. We have land and the opportunity to add on about 5-6 ones, which I know will be very, 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 very popular. What else? Well, curated events. You know, this is quite a hot button of mine. We started off with a test, and it goes from strength to strength to strength. I mean, at any given week, there's 3 or 4 curated events happening. I was at one 2 days ago at the Oktoberfest, which I just happened to be going through Munich at that time. And I joined about 20 of our members and had a fantastic time drinking the beer and singing Sweet Caroline or all that normal Oktoberfest stuff that you know and love. Also, we've had some health ones down in Mykonos. We've had some food ones going on. I know this weekend there's a curated event going on in Bali with a rugby international, which is partly sport and partly watching sport on TV. There's going to be lots more, so keep track of them. A lot of you are enjoying them, and we're very responsive. We want you to suggest what sort of curated events that you want. For instance, recently, based on a response, we bought some VIP tickets to Coldplay, and so we'll package a trip over 2 days to London to see Coldplay. We've got tickets to the Melbourne Cup. We're doing a lot in Australia. We've got tickets to the Australian tennis. We've got tickets to go to a special festival on Phillip Island, and we'll package these into curated events for our members. So if you do have things you'd like to do, throw them to us, and if we think there's a demand, then we'll put them together. And to help with that, we've opened a new channel of communication that I think will be quite interesting. Within a WhatsApp group community, we've started off various special interest sections. For instance, I am hosting one called In Vino Veritas, and that is going to be all about wine. Vic is hosting one all about fishing, or hopefully how to catch a fish or not catch a fish. So in other words, those of us that have a particular passion are going to host this group. And we invite you, members or friends of members, to join the group. And it can be as very simple as saying, hi, I also like wine. My favourite wine last night was, a Chardonnay from the Lewin Estate or whatever. Or it could be asking more questions, or it could be saying, can you at Karma get a better selection of rosé wines? I don't quite know how it evolves, but it strikes me that we all like to have dialogue and conversation about things that we like. And so we've started off these groups. And one of the things that we hope these groups will do is enable us to identify curated events which are specific to the people within the groups, or the people within the groups to say, look, hey, why don't we all go and wine taste in Hunter Valley? And then other people in that group would say, yeah, great idea, and we put together a curated event. So the clever people who have QR codes and links will be showing you how to join up to those and give it a crack. It could be as much as you like or as little as you like. It's totally free, no obligation. And I just quite enjoy talking about wine. So I shall be talking about wine, and I'd like you to talk with me and otherwise as well. Another really exciting thing, is we have started a book club. Now, as you know, we're passionate about books. We're passionate about old style stuff, really. Vinyl, which you play rather than electric. Books which you read rather than possibly on a Kindle. And in all our resorts, we have libraries. You're going to see that much more. Great libraries in all our resorts where you can borrow books, read books, and your children can read and learn. But what we're doing is that more. We're starting a book club. Now, what is this? It's going to be working with our friends at Ultimate Library, Philip Blackwell. And essentially, 4 times a year, we are going to have a well-known author who is going to be part of the book club. So, for instance, at the moment, we're trying to get a lady called Kate Moss, who wrote a number of books about Carcassonne, fantastic books. I've read them all. And the plan will be that we will announce over a 2 or 3 month period, we'll be looking at these books of Kate Moss. We'll be having weekly Zooms with Kate. We will be having Zooms just of members. There can be chat rooms and whatever. So if you like to read and you'd like to read the book, it's often nice to discuss it with other people who've also read the same book. And then, and this is the bit that I really like, at the end of the 3 months, Kate Moss herself will come to Carcassonne, and any members that want to can come, spend the weekend, meet the great lady, discuss the book in more detail, maybe get inspired to do their own book, or maybe just drink some good wine and have a chat. And our plan is to do 1 a quarter in Europe, in India, in Asia, and in Australia. So we'll trial it this year. I think it's going to be very, very popular. Again, totally free. It's just an event, something for us to do. We like very much to touch different areas. We call it tentacle marketing, and I think the book club is quite a good one. And finally, the app. Well, I can't show you because it's on my phone that I'm talking to. It's getting there. I really think this is a game changer. It will enable you to have live knowledge of your points and your membership points. It will enable you to see live time exactly what is available to do with those points, whether it be accommodation, whether it be curated events. In the future, it may be able to book massages or pre-book dinners or meals, and in the next stage it may be doing travel, who knows. But essentially you've got this toy, this tool, you can see what you own, and live time you can make transactions and get confirmations. We've got the beta being tested in November. I'm hoping to get the whole thing done by the end of the year. I'll keep you informed, and I hope when it comes out you'll like it. It's taken quite a lot of time, and these things do charge quite a lot, but it's genius how they do it all. So I'm excited about that. So lots happening. Someone said to me the other day, why do you do so many things, or how can you? Well, basically because that's what I like doing. I like running around the world. I like acquiring resorts, renovating resorts. I like coming up with ideas. I like having curated events. And I love meeting members. I really enjoy, whether it be at curated events like the Oktoberfest or whatever. And it's that time of year again when we really want to thank you for your loyalty. 31 years now, the company has gone from strength to strength to strength to strength. It's the loyalty of you, it's the enthusiasm of you that keeps everything driving forward. So I'm always aware of that, always conscious. I have the most blessed job in the world, and I'm surrounded by the most fantastic people who are my members of staff and colleagues, and most importantly, our members. So I get up every day with a smile on my face. Well, unless I've got a hangover, then the smile comes a bit later. But I get every day with a smile on my face, and this is pretty good. I think we've created a great company between us. We have great fun. We create great experiences, and it's all pretty much down to you. So thank you. I'll toast you. You will note, again, 0 alcohol beer. You may be worried, what is wrong with John? Well, actually, to be honest with you, I quite like the taste of 0 alcohol beer. It doesn't really bother me. I'm not a huge beer drinker, so I have a cunning plan. So what I do is, number one, I feel virtuous. And then for every 0 alcohol beer I have, it means I can have 1 full alcohol glass of wine. So therefore, if I can drink 4 or 5 0 alcohol beers before lunch, that's virtually a bottle of wine at lunch, and I'm neutral. Alcohol neutral, saving the planet. Cheers. Thanks a lot. That's a bit of a lie. It doesn't taste as good.